let's just use a sound to officially begin the tuning in process, just to mark our intention. So that's a calling home, a calling in, a gathering in sound, right? So we will go into some guided meditation in a few moments, but just to start, notice how it feels to set aside everything and just be here sitting. See if you can find a really comfortable way to sit that also supports your the energy of alertness. So we want to be relaxed and alert in equal balance. Um, Fully relaxed if we can be, fully alert if we can be. So not sitting in a way that's collapsed or that's going to encourage you to doze off, but to have some sense of dignity, uprightness, our intention to be present to ourselves and stay present. And so just as you're settling into this posture, this arrangement of parts in the body, you might begin to turn the attention inward and just assess, how is it? Some of you may know that I grew up in Minnesota. The first 24 years of my life spent in Minnesota and suburban Twin Cities. And growing up, there was, and I'm sure this is true in other places in the country as well, but there was this saying, if you don't like the weather, don't worry, just wait a few minutes. It's going to change. And so let's tune in to see what the weather is internally, so to speak, and set the intention for our time of practice now, maybe the next 15 minutes or so of a meditation, where we're going to intentionally be noticing the changeability, as though our hearts and minds and bodies were like the big sky and the atmosphere outside us, constantly changing. So if you'd like to let your eyes close, you can do that. Or just have kind of a soft downward gaze so that the attention is beginning to really become sensitive, tuning into how it is in the body. What's the energy like in the body? If the body was a kind of weather, would it be sunny and clear? Would it be hazy and humid, stormy? Just with the body, what can be sensed as you feel the weight of the body supported by the seat you've taken? Beginning to sense whether it's, a class 1 tornado in there in the body, if there's a lovely flow, and there's a breeziness and an expansive sunniness, or anything in between. Just what's the weather like in the body right now? You may be aware of certain pockets of different types of weather, like maybe the legs feel a certain way, but up above in the chest and shoulders, there's a different kind of weather, so to speak. So just beginning to open to receive these sensations, knowing this body's sitting. It's like this right now. And similarly, what's the weather in the heart or the mind? The body might feel very open, free, sunny, spacious, but there could be a lot of contraction or restlessness or storminess in the mind. See if you can just note this lightly. Don't put a lot of energy or tension into figuring it out, but just see what arises. How is it? How is the energy in the heart mind? Perhaps noticing that the body, mind, and heart are all one. And what is it that unifies the body and mind? We talk about alignment, increasing our alignment. What are we aligning with? What unifies our experience is present moment awareness. So seeing if awareness can expand and reveal the way things are right now. And beginning to cultivate a sensitivity to awareness of awareness itself. So we're experiencing sensation in the body. We're noticing activity in the mind and in the heart. Ultimately, what we're wanting to experience is knowing that we know. This is human. Homo sapiens, sapiens. The creature that knows that it's knowing. So not getting lost in a rabbit hole of philosophy about knowing awareness, but just experiencing your own knowing of this moment, however it's showing up. Could be pleasant, could be unpleasant, could be calm, could be agitated, but knowing that you're able to know what's happening right now. Becoming familiar with what that feels like. Just this. Just here, just now. What is the simplest knowing in this moment? Is it the breath? Is it the weight of the body and the contact of your buttocks with the seat? Is it a sense of warmth or coolness? Simply knowing moment by moment. One breath at a time, one sensation. Opening to receive nothing to do. This is nature arising. You're not making it happen. Just simply being here to know it as it happens. Thoughts, feelings, sounds, sensations, everything belongs. Awareness can hold it all. So stay simple and spacious. We'll continue in silence for a few minutes. You might be noticing the tendency of the mind to pull your attention away from the present moment. And if you find yourself getting lost in thought, does that have to become a problem? See if you can meet that in just the same way you meet a sensation or a sound or the breath. Oh, lost in thought. That's what that feels like. And now, here I am, noticing it. And bringing my attention, gathering the attention back into this central, steady sensation of body sitting and breathing. Just this. Perhaps beginning to recognize the tendency to make something into a problem and setting that down, letting it go. The mind likes to work things out. It likes to wrestle with knotty problems. Set them down and begin again. And now as we bring this time of formal meditation towards its conclusion, I invite you to think of something that warms your heart, that brings a smile to the face. It could be a simple memory of a first sip of coffee in the morning, or a hug from a loved one, or a piece of music you heard, or anything. Think a smile. Allow a little smile, genuine one, to take shape on the face. Aware of that simple, small, little smile. Notice how it changes. What does it change in you? You may be able to feel your heart a little more active, a little vibration, a little more open from a simple smile. And just know that going forward during the rest of the day, whenever you choose to, you can return to this knowing in the heart, something that warms the heart. You can return to this moment of allowing a smile to emerge from something that's genuinely lovely and something you can really appreciate. It's right there in the heart. It's in your memory. The warm smile is at your command whenever you choose to touch into that. Thank you for your practice today. May all beings everywhere find their smile today.